Hello everyone, this is Jenny from BFAN. I'm delighted to be here with Carmen, who is both a friend and a business colleague. Carmen's also a member of BFAN. We've just finished up on a professional volunteering assignment out here in Minnesota, and it's to do with the FP&A certification that is run by Association for Financial Professionals. What we're going to do in this chat, which is going to be quite informal, is just really to share our experiences with you, to explain why we do professional volunteering, what we've learned, why we keep coming back. We've both been involved in this project now for several years. So we want to share with you the benefits that we get from it, why we keep doing it, and why we feel it's important for our careers. So I'd now like to pass you over to Carmen.
Hi, thanks, Jenny. It's a pleasure to be here. It's been great to get to know you over these last 5 years, is it now? I think it's been
Absolutely.
five
It's
years.
been 5 years.
And it's just amazing that when you search for something to improve yourself and improve your career, you find other things, such as our friendship. It's been great to have conversations with you about all kinds of things, professional volunteering for sure, and to bounce out ideas off someone who has the same mindset. So it's really been a great opportunity and a great experience in getting to know you through this professional volunteering organization.
Thank you, Carmen. Well, I tell you, it feels exactly the same for me. I feel that the advice you've given me in the past to do with work situations, we talk a lot about being leaders, what's involved in being a leader, some of the challenges, and really this volunteering assignment, we feel very much like we're operating as leaders as well, because we come here, we develop content, we have to develop content from scratch. And the leadership comes from the fact that we have to be able to stand by that content. We have to be able to justify, produce business cases for why we think the content is relevant for the exam. We are asked to write on a variety of different topics. And so that is a chance for us, which is quite unique, to demonstrate thought leadership. It's also a very different skill. It's not like anything you do in the office or back at work. It really is a different set of skills that they're teaching us and what we have learned over the years in terms of being able to write and review questions that are going to be in a global international examination. It's quite a fulfilling experience, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, I absolutely agree, Jenny. You wouldn't believe that when I first became a part of this opportunity, I was so nervous. I really didn't know what to expect. I just knew that I was looking for something that would help me grow my career. And this has absolutely given me that opportunity. I've met so many great people and I've learned so much by, like you said, participating in writing the exam and reviewing the exam and just being able to share ideas, learn from others. I don't want to say argue, but argue your point when you need to. Exactly,
Exactly.
which is all a part of being a good leader, right?
No, that's very true, because the interesting thing about the setup when we've come to each of these sessions, be it either when we're writing the content or when we're reviewing the content to go into the exam, is that we constantly bump into people from all different walks of life. We have people involved from all different parts of the world: Malaysia, Singapore, Zimbabwe, Middle East, Europe, various parts of the US. So it really does have that international feel. And of course, everybody comes with their unique set of professional experiences that they bring to the item writing process or the item review process. And it's just a very enriching experience.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is, Jenny, because the reason I started with AFP is because I was looking for some people that did the same thing that I did. I felt like there weren't enough organizations around in my area that provided the opportunity to network with people and discuss and brainstorm things that we encounter every day in our profession. And so this has given me the opportunity to be able to see how other organizations operate and see what maybe I can implement at my current job and in my position. And so this has just been a great opportunity for networking and career growth. It's just been amazing.
And it's funny because in some ways we both fell into this. So it wasn't as though there was a straightforward process. So what do I mean by that? So I came across the opportunity just through networking, and it was networking online via LinkedIn where I met the former director of the AFP FP&A practice. He was the practice lead. And I wrote an article. I just was quite bold and I said, could I write an article for the newsletter? It was probably one of the very first articles that I ever wrote. This was back in 2010. And it was about budgeting, and I thought, oh my goodness, is he going to like the article? I hadn't written a lot at that point.
Uh-huh.
I sent him the article. I thought it was going to come back with edits and changes, and he said, no, this article's great. I'm going to publish it in the newsletter. And that was the first time I felt confident as a writer. I thought, okay, so I can write. People are interested in my work experiences. Other people can learn from those experiences. And really it snowballed from there, because then when they had the survey about, is it possible that an FP&A certification is needed? Is there a marketplace for it?
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden I was on the mailing list and, invited to participate purely because of that interaction through writing an article the year before. Carmen, you had an interesting experience as to how you got involved as well, right?
Yeah, I absolutely did. Mine was actually a different experience. As I stated before, I was looking for some professional organizations to join. And so one day I just started searching on the web. I typed in finance professionals and organizations, and AFP came up. And so I went to their site and took a look around to see if it would be something I was interested in. And they had a big area that said they were looking for volunteers. And so I clicked on that area, and it said that they had something coming up where they needed some people to participate in helping to write an exam. They needed some subject matter experts. And so I said, well, why not? Why wouldn't I take a chance? And so I filled out the application, and to be honest, I wasn't really expecting to hear back. Because I'm like, okay, so if I found it, then some other people probably found it, and they probably have all of the people that they need right now. But turned out I got an immediate response, and they told me where the location was and that this is where we'll be meeting over these days. And I said, okay, so how much money do I need to spend up front, right? And it's not always about the money that's spent, it's more about the experience and the knowledge that you gain. And so from there, it's just been participation, participation, participation.
Exactly.
It's been a great experience because, like Jenny mentioned, we've been to several different cities in several different states, and being able to experience different things and have conversations with people in unfamiliar settings, because I think a lot of times when people are in familiar settings, they're not maybe as open as they are, whereas we're all here and we all come from different areas, and so hey, why not share and collaborate on some things? And so it's just really been a great experience.
No, it absolutely has. And it's funny because there's now a core of us who started at the very beginning as Carmen did, and then I came to the very next one several years ago, and we continue to come on a regular basis. And I think what I would say to anyone who is thinking about professional volunteering is really be clear in your own mind why you are doing it. So what I mean by that is understand what your purpose is, understand what your reason is, what your goal is for doing it. So in my case, it's very much about giving back to the profession. Any opportunity where I can give back and build something that maybe I may not directly benefit from, but future generations of accountants and finance professionals will generate from. That's something that for me at a very personal level is a very enriching experience. So it's being clear about what you want to accomplish, what you want to get from that experience, because everything's got to be a two-way street. It's an
Absolutely.
investment, yeah, it's an investment of your time, So, what's the return on that investment for you at a personal level? Right, Carmen?
Absolutely.
Would you agree?
Absolutely. And for me, because I've had a different career path. So I have not always been in finance and accounting. My background actually started out different. So for me, I was looking to build upon the skill set I had that I could actually apply things in finance and learn more so that I can help grow in my career. And as Jenny mentioned, be able to give back and help others because it is so important to me to give back and help others come along. That's what some of the people did before us, and so it's our responsibility to do the same thing.
Now, I 100% agree with you, Carmen. And also, the other thing that we need to think about as well is really, what makes us standout candidates in our profession. And so I think there's a really big link here with personal branding. So anything that you are doing that others in the mainstream are not doing makes you a standout candidate. So, for instance, if you can say that you have volunteered for your accounting association, or you have volunteered for some other organization in a professional capacity, it makes you a standout candidate. And believe it or not, I can tell you from personal experience, these things make a difference in the whole interview situation because it's something that you can talk to that the next candidate can't talk to. That thing you're involved in, that volunteering you're involved in, that becomes an intrinsic part of your personal brand.
Absolutely.
And it's important that you make sure that people know about it. So, you have it on your LinkedIn profile, you have it on your other social media platforms. It's no point if you do it and no one else knows about it. So that's something else I would recommend. Carmen, what do you think?
Absolutely, absolutely. At first, I struggled with whether I should include that information when I was preparing my LinkedIn page, but like you said, it's absolutely necessary. You get a lot of people that ask you questions, and as another part of this, being a part of this professional organization actually helped me to be at the company I'm at today. It was from one of the other volunteers that I got a connection to get this job that I have today. So it is so important to branch out and reach out. And I would have to say that at the time, obviously, my personal branding was in order because this person felt comfortable enough to recommend me for a position at this company. So
Exactly.
it's really important when you are a part of professional volunteer opportunities that you put your best foot forward.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more because, again, it's another network. And even people at this session, there were people who were looking to recruit other people.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
one of our really close friends who has done phenomenally well in his career and has just been promoted to a director level. Again, because it's a trusted group, we have been together now over a certain period of
mhm,
time. So there's an integrity there, there's a trusted circle there. And the fact that we keep getting invited back, that's the KPI that, we know what we're doing. So this guy was actively trying to recruit from the group because he knows he's going to get someone of a very high caliber, and it so happened that the other individual was working in practically the same
in the same
industry.
industry, yeah.
So again, this is to Carmen's point, she herself finding her current job, which she's been in for a while, and she's being very modest. She's been promoted a couple of times. Again, she found that through a fellow volunteer who is part of this task force. So this is the link again to personal branding, to career development, to expanding your network. The benefits, I think, outweigh the time, our personal time that we invest in coming to help them develop the exam.
Exactly, exactly. It does take a lot of time to develop the exam, but as Jenny just stated, the benefits far outweigh that. Um, I mean, it's just so important that you find these opportunities and that you, I mean, and every opportunity may not be the opportunity for you, but the point is to start searching and to start reaching out and to look around and see which one may be a fit for you. Because we all have different goals and different things that we're trying to aspire to. And so you have to find that opportunity for you. But it's important for you first to define what you are looking for and what your goals are, because that can help you eliminate a lot of time of running into the wrong organizations. Would you agree, Jenny?
I think you're 100% correct. Certainly, one of the BFAN meetings we had maybe a couple of meetings ago, and I did mention a little bit about volunteering to the ladies at the meeting, and I'm so happy that some of them have really started to get involved now, and that is just a phenomenal step forward where they're understanding the benefit. They're understanding the benefit also for our little sisters coming behind to see us actively engaging in the community, in the wider professional community, giving back to our profession, making a difference. So, I find that really exciting because there's been a couple of ladies now getting really involved in some CPA Canada volunteering initiatives, which is fantastic. And really our whole goal now is to encourage more ladies to get involved because, again, once we're involved, we're seen. Once we're seen, we're visible. Once we're visible, we can make a difference. It all becomes a game changer.
It is. It actually is. We're creating opportunities for our future. Without professional volunteering, you're kind of limiting yourself because, as Jenny said, you're not visible. You're not being seen. This is us being seen in ways that we couldn't be seen in our current roles because we deal with the same people and we're in the same circles. And so you have to expand your network to broaden for more opportunities. One of the other volunteering opportunities that I participate in is I help college students with their resumes and their interviewing skills. And so I go to the local university and I practice with them one-on-one how to interview, give them pointers and tips on what to do. And if they can't meet me at the university, I also have phone calls. It's so important to give back. And by me participating with them, that also helps get my skills together because I am practicing and I'm telling them what to do. And so when it's my time, then I'm ready because I've already been practicing and helping them as well.
That's excellent. No, that's certainly excellent. And I know a number of our members do have a number of phenomenal volunteering opportunities. And I think what we're going to try and do over time is Carmen and I had the idea to do this one, and it's suddenly funny how when you do something the idea doesn't come straight away, but as we've been talking I'm thinking I need to get more of the ladies who are doing volunteering to do exactly what we've done, to talk about it, talk about why they do it, the benefits that they're getting from it, and that will, I'm sure, encourage others to also get involved, because it's about getting involved and taking your place at the dinner table.
Absolutely. Nobody's going to give you a seat. You actually have to pull your own chair up and make your way in there.
Absolutely. So anything else you want to add, Carmen?
I would just encourage everyone to today take some time to start searching for some opportunities, make a list, and put down a couple of bullet points about why you think that opportunity would be a fit for you. And then also, again, make sure you list out what your goal is. How will this help you professionally? How will this help you personally? And how can this help your personal brand?
That sounds excellent. And the thing that I would also add, in addition to what Carmen has mentioned, is also the more of us that do it in the network, the stronger our network will become.
Absolutely.
Because every time we do something and we either talk about it at a meeting or we talk about this online so that more people can hear our testimonies, we grow stronger as a network, because we're going to be building those skills, bringing those skills back into the network. Like Carmen said, we can then help others. Because remember, our network goes all the way down to college students and university students as well. So what we've always got to remember is, in addition to helping ourselves and developing ourselves and our own personal growth objectives, we also want to act as role models.
Absolutely.
To our little sisters coming up. because if they see us out there visible volunteering, they will be encouraged to do the same.
Absolutely. And then when it's their time, they'll be able to reach back and help the next person up. And that's what it's all about, is reaching back to help the next person.
100%. No, totally agree. So thank you all for listening. Hope you enjoyed our chat. And again, all the best. Take care.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.